Oi oi, what's on guys? Crypto here with another video. Today, just gonna have a quick look at the markets. It is Sunday, so again, you never know what's gonna happen on Sunday, but as you can see guys at the minute, the total market cap of the cryptocurrency space, boom, 3.69 trillion, so obviously with the sell-offs that we've been having, the market cap has dropped significantly, probably losing about 200 billion in the last kind of, 4 or 5 days, 3-4 days. Market fear and greed is around 48, so pretty neutral. Not bad with all the sell-offs, to be fair. That how neutral we are. And altcoin season at the minute is 39, so still in a Bitcoin season. We can see if we go over to that 50, we start going into an altcoin season, but we are not there yet. As you can see guys, Bitcoin now trading at 114,000. We did wick down to 111,800 near enough, which was the previous all-time highs around May. So markets are coming back a little bit. Obviously we had a significant sell-off because obviously the tariff deadline news, and obviously jobs coming out as well. But again, other things can be contributing towards that, like the M2 money shift as well and stuff like that. But it does seem to be at the times where markets are fearful and news comes out, they tend to plummet. But again, is it a scapegoat? We don't know. But as you can see, Bitcoin trading at 114,000, Ethereum still under 3,000, or just shy of 3,500. And as you can see on the daily and the weekly, well, on the weekly definitely, a lot of projects are down 10, 15, 20%. I mean, Sui's down 21%. On the daily, like you said, we're coming back a little bit. So Hedera are down as well. Avalanche. So yeah, as you can see, red over the last week. And then if we're looking at news and stuff like that, so like guys, this is going back yesterday, but 125 million liquidating the cryptocurrency space within 60 minutes, just because of significant price drop. So all those longs got liquidated. And obviously, as we got here, Eric Trump now saying buy the dip on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I mean, this is a couple of days ago now, but I mean, it's yesterday, sorry, but looking at that, remember what you said last time about Ethereum buy the dip, and it went down about 30% within 2 months before it actually started moving again. So you can't really call that, but again, the only time I say I'd agree with this is now, because the dips are quite significant. Again, not financial advice, just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and loves to chat. But these dips are amazing opportunities. And guys, as we can see here, look at this. 1.11 trillion wiped out of the US stock market. And this was 2 days ago. This is obviously after the tariff news. And obviously the jobs came out as well. And everything just went absolutely to dog dollop. It wasn't great, was it? And if we look here as well, we are. So here, so very bullish news here. Again, this is more long term, not short term. So obviously 61 billion added to the total stablecoin market since January. So obviously we're starting to see stablecoins come in a lot more again. If you go back to even 2021, you're probably about 25 billion. Now you're up to 260 billion. So stablecoins, the adoption is coming. So this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, just because this adoption is coming. And guys, just here as well. So this week, Ethereum's ETF saw an overall net inflow, while Bitcoin had its second worst day in single day outflows. So obviously Ethereum saw $306.6 million worth of inflows and outflows of 154 million. So you're looking at about 150 million net positive. And Bitcoin, look at that, $284.2 million worth of inflows, but the outflows 927 million. So people are selling off. Some of these big institutions must be selling off a little bit, not significant amounts, but little bits, just to get a bit more gain from it, and then probably buy at lower prices, and then they're making more money. That's probably what they're doing. They can control the markets a bit more now because they have such a large amount of liquidity and capital in Bitcoin and in Ethereum. But at the minute with Bitcoin, people are seeing that it's had its move, it's gonna sell off a bit, and then eventually it is going to move again, but only time will tell when that would happen. And again here, so Metaplanet as well, still acquiring Bitcoin since July 2024, so just over a whole year now. And again, so in 15 months they've stacked 17,132 Bitcoin. So these institutions are stacking up the Bitcoin. So if we look there, I mean 117,000, that's what, how much is that around? It's about, if we add 3 zeros onto that, 4 zeros, let's say. So you're looking at probably about $1 billion odd. Let's do the calculations, get the calculator up. Calculator. So Bitcoin's at 114,000. Come on, let's go in here. 114,000 times, let's just times 17,000 equals. So guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just shy of 2 billion. Wow. So again, these are not small amounts. And then guys, last thing I want to talk about, so again, with the market sell-offs at the minute, jobs came out today, actually only 73,000 jobs were added in May and June, whereas revised down as a combined, it was meant to be 258,000. So jobs have come in a lot lower than expected. And guys, the tariffs are here as stand-in. So some tariffs looking good, but obviously you've got your bigger economies. So obviously China is not on this list at the minute because there's not been a deal made. They've got till the 12th of August for that, and it's currently 30% for China and 10% for the US. But obviously with your bigger economies, so where are we to? India, there we go. So 26 to 25, so not a significant drop for India, and they are not happy about that either. But just because of the tariff news coming out, it's shaking the markets a bit, just because of the uncertainty. But again, because it was so significantly quick, but markets have settled down a little bit. So if we just look here, so looking here at Bitcoin, so currently just under that $114,000 mark range. So if we go for, like, again, this is a level of kind of resistance / support here. So current level of support, we'll go resistance, support there. This green, this is support at 112,900. And then we did wick, we wicked perfectly down to that, which it gets, so coming, so 111,800, apologies. What I was looking at was the red there, which is the 50-day EMA, well past that, but we wicked onto this previous level of what was resistance for us at the all-time highs around that May 23rd. So Bitcoin currently wicking off that. We could probably see price movement come back up a little bit. Is the scare in? I mean, Bitcoin did come back down. So let's go, if we go from the very high to the very low, so that's 9%. It's wick to wick. But from candle bodies over the last kind of 4 days, or 3.5 days, let's say, wick down 5%. So Bitcoin came down 5%. But yeah, guys, at the minute, Bitcoin wanted to get back above that 116,000. So we might have a couple levels of resistance here as we use it as heavy support from, for a good 3 weeks near enough. And then Ethereum again sold off a bit as well. So this level was level of support around the just shy of 3,500. But then, guys, let's go from the candle bodies here. So Bitcoin 5%, Ethereum 12, just shy of 12%. So it goes to show, there you go, the volatility. So again, Bitcoin down 5%, Ethereum down 12%. But if you look up from here, so let's go July 8th up to here, and let's go to the highs. So you're up 53% from that July 8th, whereas Bitcoin is up, where are we to July, let's go July 8th here, up to the highs, let's go there, so 14%. So it goes to show, more volatile, but you get the higher gains with your other altcoins like your Ethereum. I mean, XRP as well, look at it, guys. XRP currently hitting on that 50-day EMA at the minute, and we're well below that $3 range. So that could be at the minute now. I'm going to change this to a red because it's a level of resistance for us. We're holding the 50-day EMA at the minute, but again, levels of support and resistance around kind of, you got kind of 275, I'd say. So 275 would be a good level to see at the minute, to see where everything's kind of holding. But XRP as well, loads of bullish sentiment around it at the minute, with the amount of tokenization of real world assets in UAE, and it's again a very undervalued project still at the minute. Again, if you look at previous bull runs, so if you go back into the weekly, because of the SEC case, XRP previously, so we go back to the previous bull run of 2021, we only hit highs of about 160, 170. And it's not loading for me back here, which is very annoying. But previous bull runs after that, so before that was 2017, and in even 2017 we were looking at a $3.35, $3.40 XRP. So again, around this time it was kind of held back because of the SEC case and it being security and no clarity around any of it. Whereas now, XRP, crypto, everything like that with the Genius Act, looking very good. But XRP looking to get back above that $3 range and then push back on to all-time highs again. But again, that might take a couple of weeks still. XRP definitely still can drop down to levels of, let's have a look. So it can still drop down to levels of around kind of $2.60. Absolutely can happen. But we will see. But yeah. And then Solana, so I think so undervalued at the minute. Solana looking, look at that, it's holding at 160 very well. Previous levels of support, and then we want to get above that 180 mark and then start getting above 200 again. We got past the $200 mark, but we had to whip back down, and that's what happened. So Solana currently at the minute, trading on the daily of just around its 200-day EMA, just because that accumulation phase, we're kind of hovering between kind of 145 to 200, and 145 between 200, what's right between that? It is around 165, isn't it? So 165, 162. On the 200, obviously, we've had a signet on the 200-day moving average, meaning 200 days of average. Your movements are a lot more vast. With the 50-day moving average, more kind of concentrated over the last kind of 50 days. The moving average error is about it is at 1.6, just shy of 167. So yeah, and yeah, guys, and then again, look, just have a quick look at SUI. So SUI, great price at the minute, $3.43. I mean, it has dropped significantly, hasn't it? I mean, let's have a look there. So 25% we have dropped off just in the last, not even week. 25%. And then again, guys, remember what I said, Bitcoin was 14%, Ethereum was 3%, SUI 56%, and it's seen quite a bit of a push, but nowhere near like Ethereum has been going until obviously the news that has been coming out. But guys, charts are looking good. I mean, guys, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is it's looking like, well, it was looking quite strong in the Bitcoin dominant sense. In the altcoin dominant sense, not very good, but we're starting to see it come back down again. So this 62% is definitely a level of what we want to break through. So currently that is what we see now, is because obviously it's coming down, which was what we want, because that means altcoins are performing better. So that is now for us resistance. So we want to try and break through that, because it was support before, because we were able to bounce off it, it was fine, but we actually broke through it, and we're hovering around the kind of 200-day moving average at the minute for the Bitcoin dominance. So guys, remember, when Bitcoin dominance comes down, Ethereum, other altcoins performing really well. Bitcoin, again, because it doesn't mean if this is going up, Bitcoin's performing really well. It just means Bitcoin's holding better than altcoins. Meaning, remember I said from kind of the first, maybe the 31st of July to now, Ethereum went down 12%, Bitcoin went down 5%. So what's going to be performing better out of those two? Bitcoin. So that's kind of the idea I want you guys to get. But yeah, and then currently, guys, Bitcoin liquidations, we are around, so let's refresh this just so we can get a good look of fresh eyes. And where are we at here? So on the day, we seen Bitcoin come down to 111,800, right? So we're going to see a lot of leverage being built up over the day around, yeah, so again, it might come back down. So to get liquidated, some people probably put, your 10x leverages down here, and then more your 25 to 50x leverages around here. But we went down to 111,800. And it's easy to come back down to that, guys, but I mean, currently we've got 2.1, just shy of 2.2 billion amount of liquidations of people thinking Bitcoin's price is going to go back up. Shorts, So on the daily, guys, like you said, we were at 111,800. Yeah, going back a day ago. Now, with the price has gone from 100, this is literally gone up $2,500 worth in value. People on the day are now a bit more bullish than bearish, because one, liquidations have been happening because the price has come up a little bit. Because as the price was going down, people get that confirmation of, oh, the price is going down, I'm going to put a short on. So short again, meaning people think the price is going to go down. So, but at the minute, because the price has been coming up, people have been getting liquidated, because if they're putting a short for Bitcoin at 111,800, let's say 100x, they might get liquidated at around 112, 113,000, because if the price goes up and they're going short, that means they're losing money because they think the price is going to go down. And vice versa the other way, guys. If you're thinking it's going to go long, so people going using leverage going long. So let's say you put, 10x leverage in at around here. I mean, your price has gone up basically just over $2,000. So leverage with that, you're up a bit of money because you're thinking the price is going to go up in these lows. So again, I had no capital to put in still. I don't get paid till tomorrow. I'll be honest, guys, I hope the price comes back down a little bit for altcoins, Bitcoin, whatnot. Again, I'm not buying Bitcoin. I'm buying, XRP, Solana, Sui. Absolutely, I'm buying Hedera. I'm getting my bags into that a little bit. And then I put in a little bit into meme coins as well, again, 5-10%, just because you can get absolutely amazing gains on them. But again, that's the risk I'm willing to take. But yeah, so guys, at the minute, Bitcoin, people, I mean, let's go on the 30 days. So guys, remember the price has come down significantly in the last kind of week. I reckon more people are probably more bearish and bullish overall. So, so longs, yep. Just shy of 11 billion of people thinking $11 worth. Well, $11, that's a lot. $11 billion worth of value of people going long, thinking Bitcoin's price is going to go up. Obviously, over the last day, it's gone from about here, and it's gone up. Yeah, just about $2,000. So people getting that confirmation again. Okay, we're going a bit green again. Let's go into longs. Some people will do that, but again, like I said, $11 billion worth of longs. Look at that, nearly $18 billion worth of shorts. So guys, people again now more bearish, meaning people are thinking the price is going to come down, then bullish, where people think the price is going to go up. So we might see some liquidations come back up this way, but I feel we're probably going to bounce back down a little bit, probably touch the 111,800 again a little bit, and then we move up just to get rid of any liquidations. Again, the market's here to really test people, and especially if you're doing leverage on such a volatile asset like cryptocurrency. Again, out of all the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is the least volatile, so meaning its price percentages go down less. Like we said, Bitcoin went down 5%, Ethereum went down 11-12%. Okay, so it goes to show the volatility. Again, 5% in a day is quite a significant amount. For if a stock went down 5%, people would be going, oh my god. But I'm pretty sure if I looked on the where are we to Cointelegraph. So if we looked on up there, was it Cointelegraph? No, it wasn't. Sorry, apologies. It was on Watch Group. So look here. So guys, Amazon went down 7.5%. For a stock, that's significant. I just wanted to point that out. But all your other stocks like Nvidia, it's like a $4 trillion market cap. That went down 2%. I mean, 2%, 2% of 4 trillion is still quite a bit of money. But yeah, Amazon down 8.5%. But again, other than that, all your stocks, when they go down, they're going down 2-3% at the max. But you get the odd one like Amazon, which has gone down 8%. Whereas in the cryptocurrency space, like we said, so for example, I'll go, Sui went down 25%. I'll just go for another example. Let's just go Solana. Solana's, again, from that high to low, how much have we gone down? Probably about 21%, is it? 23.5%. God, off my maths today. But yeah, so that goes to show you guys, Bitcoin went down 5%, Ethereum 12%, Solana down 16%. Did I say 16%? No, sorry, 20. Apologies, 23%, 23.6%. That was it. And SUI, again, down the market caps. It's a lot lower than Solana, so it can be more volatile, 25, 26%. So it goes to show, guys. But just be careful with your cryptocurrency, what you're doing. And guys, again, because prices have come right down, retail, people looking up cryptocurrency, looking into projects, is a lot lower right now. It's a scary place. Like, you don't want to be putting your hard-earned money into something which you think, oh, do you know what? It's not safe. Like, in your head, it's not safe because, again, it hasn't been around long enough to, for people to get that confirmation of things go up, things go down, but things will eventually go back up, or they'll go down again, but they'll go back up even further. Same with the stock market. It's been around for many, many years. The stock market, it's been around for, I don't know, 200 years or so. With the stock market, if it's been around for 200 years and you get a confirmation of it eventually goes up and to the right, cool. Everyone's going to be more happy to put into it. The volatility is a lot less scary. Crypto, yeah. If you don't have the stomach for the volatility, it's scary. I'm here for the volatility. I'm here to buy the dips, and then I'm just holding. And then even if we have a bit, we had a price, I could have sold some of my XRP, I could have sold some of my Hedera, but I didn't. I just held it, and basically just buying those dips, and it will go up again, buy those dips, go up again, because we are, and currently I feel we are in a bull market. So guys, look, everything's back down now, look, because no one's interested, because prices have come back down. Confirmation, look at that. So XRP is at 30, 27 for Bitcoin and 15 for crypto. So 13th to the 19th of July, what was going on then with Bitcoin? Let's go, so 13th of July, where are we to? So guys, look, all-time highs. There you go. There's the proof in the pudding. I'm an average person here, guys. I love researching cryptocurrency. I like to just see what's going on in the market, simplify things. And anyone coming into the cryptocurrency space and doesn't really know much, I just want to simplify things for you. All I do is just look at, okay, where's levels of support? I go into a daily chart, so each candle is a day. And I just go on levels of, just get levels of where there's quite a bit of accumulation there. Obviously, these are coming into all-time high territories, so it's going into uncharted territory from here, obviously, with Bitcoin. So again, we've got a bit more confirmation now on the daily, because we had a lot of levels of support here when it was support. Now, obviously, it's resistance, because again, if the price comes up, could it bounce off? Possibly could, but we've got that level of support at 111,800. So I just draw levels of support and resistance. But guys, if you look at the volatility of Bitcoin, yes, but since the start of 2024, where are we to? Let's go 2024 January. So let's go just here. So we went as low as $38,000. Guys, we went up to $123,000. That's an $85,000 increase. So in a year, $85,000 a coin. I mean, if we just go percentages, let's just go from where are we going? So, sorry, apologies, from here, just from that low up to the high, guys. Bitcoin's up. What are we up here? 212%. So that's a 3.1, just over a 3x. So Bitcoin's market cap, everything has increased 3 times in the last year and a half. If you can stomach it, if you just put in money there, and then put money here, and then put in money here, and then put in money, not saying right at the bottom, but just around here. Even if you bought the highs here, I mean, from those highs, again, you'll be like, again, this is March 24. From those highs, you would have been, let's say, from here, you'd have been down. Let's say you go down to the lows here. 32%, and you're thinking, I put £1,000 in there. You go down £320, you're thinking, what am I doing? And then some people will cash out because mentally it is draining if you're looking at every day and all this. But eventually, okay, we're coming up. Okay, we're even here. I mean, guys, what's that? So we're going from March to, so yeah, you're looking at like 6 months of pretty much pain. And then you're coming up, and imagine you just held, and then you're up you're up £460 from that £1,000. So you got £1,460. Brilliant. And if you keep holding, and you, let's say, even up to the highs, you're up nearly £66, £660. So it goes to show, just holding through those times and then buying at the dips and whatnot if you can. Again, don't catch the lows. If you've got the money to put into it, fantastic. If you don't, fair enough. But yeah, again, another tangent, guys. Love it. You know I do. But yeah, the main things I look at is kind of with the markets at the minute is what's the news saying. If the news is bearish, I want to buy in. Because the news is bearish, they want to scare you, they want the price to come down. Guarantee you institutions are buying it up. They're absolutely buying it up. So with that, I mean, we're starting to see green candles again. I mean, these green candles aren't coming from retail because, again, as we can see here, not as much interest. And if we look at the Coinbase app rankings as well, I guarantee you, so what was it, about 13th of July, it was, you know, on Google Trends, XRP, you know, Bitcoin was at some of its highs. Guys, look at that today. 309.25. If we scroll back down to July 13th, apologies. Where are we to here? So look, even there, look, let's go back to July 13th. There we go. So even here, guys, so you're looking here, so that's July 14th, 139.8, 178.10. Yeah, and as price kept going up, look at that, people downloading it and using the apps more. And it's gone back up again. Like, by that I mean it's gone down the ranks again, all the way back down to 309 and 25. So that's for me today, guys. I hope you have a lovely Sunday. Have a relaxed one, have a roast dinner, no matter where you are in the world. And yeah, just look after yourselves and look after your family. Have a good one.